What is it? 15 degrees for 1 mark. Yay! Changing color to light blue. Given that that is cos in quadrant 2, what are the other two ratios exactly? -2, 3, 5. Sine is what? √5, yes. Sine is what? √5/3. Tan is what? √5/-2 for 2 marks because you had to figure it out. Switching off to pink. Without a calculator, find the values of theta if tan theta is √3. What is it, Noah? Does anybody know it without a calculator? You all should. 60 and 240 for 2 marks. Why? Well, since tan is √3, you knew it had to be a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So it had to be 60, because in the first quadrant, it's the only place tan can be positive. Then it had to be down here. The only other place tan can be positive. And that is 180 plus 60, which is 240. With a calculator, find the values of theta if sine theta is -4/5. What is theta? There's 2 choices. Why are there 2 choices? Liam, hit me. There's 2 places where sine can be negative. And where are they? Bottom half, quadrants 3 and 4. So what are the values of theta? What are the values of theta? Waiting on a theta. 233 and 307. Corroboration, because I don't have my calculator out. Apparently I will have to corroborate it myself. Seconds. Sine. -0.8. 233 and 307. Absolutely correct. For 2 marks. Switching color to dark yellow. Fitty. Fitting. Q. Q equals fitting sine fitty, which is 11.5. A is 12. So how many triangles? 2 triangles exist for 2 marks. Noah, why are there 2 triangles? Again, this is 11. The side opposite of angle A is 12, which is slightly more. But since it's less than 15, it could go there or there. Meter stick, desk, whole thing. All right. Using the same data as 6, give me an A that will make no triangles. A would have to be less than what? 11.5. No triangles for 1 mark. To create 1 triangle, there's 2 choices here. A could be what? It could equal 11.5. That would get me a right angle triangle. But it's not really 11.5, right? It's 15 sine 50, right? So this is really should be 15 sine fitty. But you know what I mean, you silly guys, right? When I say that, by the way, it's a quote from a song. I'm not calling you all silly or guys. It's a quote from a song, which is a cover of another song. If you want, you should look up the Richard Cheese version of Hungry Like the Wolf, the Duran Duran song from 1983 on the Blame It on Rio album. Yes. And or A would have to be what? What makes this giant triangle? If A is greater than what? 15. Right? So that's worth 2 marks. Making this whole first page, if I'm not mistaken, out of 2, 4, 5, and 4 is 9, 11, 13. Does any of that need more explanation for anybody in the room? Because you're about to start a review on this whole unit, which is also for marks. Then you're going to be writing a test on this whole unit in the next very near future. So, does any of that need more explanation? Jorit, hit me. The exact numbers for 5. Yes, I certainly can. Oh, the exact numbers for 5. Yeah, okay. So, this has to be a y value, yes? This has to be an r, yes? So since sine is negative, it has to be down here, right? So that is negative 4, and that is negative 4, yes? That is 5, and that is 5, yes? Which means this has to be the square root of 25 minus 16, yeah? Which would be 9, which would make that 3, right? That would be 3. So it would be shift sine, exact values. Oh, shift sine with your calculator of 4/5. Okay? And then that's going to give you shift sine of negative 4 divided by 5 is going to give you negative 53 degrees. So you knew that this had to be 53 and this had to be 53. So I dropped 53 and I added 53. That's what you needed, right? Okay. Anybody else? Going once? Tice? Phi times a matey? Nothing? Which is another joke that you won't get, but that's okay. Okay. Felix and Sarah, 123 meters apart on a field. There's Felix, there's Sarah. 123. From a point 88 meters away from Sarah, Jim stands. There's Jim, 88. From Jim's perspective, Felix and Sarah are separated by 114. Now, is this triangle the real-life triangle? No, of course not, right? Because I started drawing before I read the whole question, like all of you do. So if you start drawing before you read the whole question, you end up with something that doesn't look right. Does that matter? No, you just keep doing it, right? Because, now, what you should have done was looked at it and said, okay, Sarah and Felix are separated by 114, so Jim should be up here where the big angle is, right? And then Jim is 88 from Sarah. There's Sarah. And Sarah and Felix are 123. That's a better real-life drawing. But would it have mattered? Of course not, because you know that the biggest angles cross from the biggest side. Doesn't matter how you draw it, right? Why do we draw the triangles? Reference. Thank you. Avneet, you can always say it out loud because you know you're right. So, find the angle between the boys, which is this angle over here, yes? Because this is Felix. So that's the theta I care about, yeah? What am I going to use? Sine law, because I have my pair, right? 123 over sine 114 equals 88 over sine theta. Since I need an angle, what am I going to do? Shift sign the answer. I, of course, write it out before I go to my calculator. Shift sign of 88 sine 114 divided by 123. And that gets me an answer of whatever it is. Shift sign bracket 88 sine 114. Shoot, missed a bracket. And what do you get? What? What do you get? Sarah, what do you get? 41. Noah. From find the angle between the boys. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you from Sarah's perspective. But it is still indeed 41. Good call, Noah. Well done. How many triangles could I make? Got you there. You got me there, Mr. Myers. You got me there. Yeah. Two ships sail off in different directions. I know it's blue. 7, 8, 13. What's the angle here? What is this? What is this? Cos or sine law? Cos. Cos law the way it's written, or cos law moved around? Moved around. This is the angle I want, so that is C, correct? So cos C equals lil c squared minus b squared minus a squared over negative 2ab. 13 squared minus 7 squared minus 8 squared over negative 2 times 7 times 8 gets me a decimal value, which is 169 minus 49 minus 64 is 56 divided by 72. Thank you. Shift cos. Oops. Sorry, I've lost the plot here. That is 169 minus 49 minus 64 is 56 over negative 112, which equals negative 0.5. Shift cos negative 0.5. 120. Oh, sorry. This one's worth 2. This one's worth 2. Okay, now, these are the questions that all of you kids in every grade always stink at because they're directional questions. And we're going to do this one, and then we're going to work on a couple of others. Alex leaves home and runs west. There's home. What direction do we draw west? Left. And he runs 2.5K. He turns clockwise 150 degrees. So if I'm running west, for you people, that's your right, so I'm running that way, correct? Right? What is clockwise? A right turn or a left turn? A right turn. 150 degrees, which is back here. If this line carried on, I turned 150 degrees. So what is this angle? 30. Because I didn't do a 180, I went 150. Then I run 2K. Then I run straight home. How far must Alex run? There's my X. And she's got a new boyfriend. There's my X. Shut up, it was funny. First of all, none of my exes got new boyfriends. They just stayed at home and cried and turned into spinsters. That's not true. All of my exes are married and have boyfriends. And old unmarried women. It's not a term we use very often anymore because it's a derogatory term. And there is nothing wrong with being old and unmarried. Shut up your face. That is true love, man. You go through 84 years of life like, I don't need nobody. Oh, hello. That's nice. Anyway, yeah, spinsters isn't a word we use anymore. I'm sorry to all of you. Not that you're watching this video. It was just a joke. It was for comedic purposes. I know you're all happily married with families. Well, you know, I know they're all watching because they Google me constantly. They must. Like, why wouldn't they? Look at this. Got to see what they lost out on. You damn Skippy, Jack Anderson. All right. I'm just still kidding. It's a joke. Just in case.
For all your 1 viewers per video.
Yes, my 1 viewers per video. Who are all high school students who'd better not ever be one of my exes. All right. Let's go. Actually, that's not true. There is that lady in Houston. Like 5 summers ago, I got an email from some lady in Houston who was like, why aren't you doing videos? Because it was summertime. It's like, it's summer. I'm a teacher. I've got no classes. I know. It was weird. Anyway. Who knows? Maybe. All right. Here we go. What are we using? Sine or coleslaw? Coleslaw. I hate coleslaw. That's why when they put it on the plate at White Spot, I just send it back. Even though it's all you can eat. But now, because I've turned into I'm a little bit portly, I only eat the fries, and then I don't get any more of the bottomless fries, but I get extra coleslaw. Even though I hate it. White Spot has bottomless fries. They have to have bottomless fries. They charge you $19 for a hamburger. They have to have bottomless fries, or who would pay their prices? Yes, rich people who shop at White Spot for dinner. Yeah, you do. All right. Back to business. It is coleslaw. Now, since this is the side I need, what letter should I give it? Little c, which makes this what? Big C. C squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos c. 2 squared plus 2.5 squared minus 2 times a, you idiot head. 2 times 2.5 times cos 30. And then what do I got to do to that whole answer? C equals the square root of my answer. Now, again, if you're good with your calculators, you can do it all in one shot. And what do you get for an answer? Oh, I guess nobody's going to be reporting a perfect score on this because 1.26. It's out of 2 marks. Making that page out of 246. 8. Who do we appreciate? Math. Rah, rah, rah. That was the stupid cheer we did in soccer when I was a kid. Instead of hip, hip, hooray 3 times. We did 2, 4, 6, 8. But then some mean kid changed it to 8, 6, 4, 2. We enjoyed whipping you. But then, of course, you could never say that because words hurt as much as sticks and stones to you people. Personally, if I had a choice between you calling me an a-hole or hitting me with a rock or a stick, guess which one I'll take? No. Because words do not hurt as much as sticks and stones. Sticks and stones break you. Words only hurt if you let them. You have to choose it. You hit me with a stick, I don't get to say, I choose not to feel that. No, Isabel, it still hurts. Your reaction to it is controllable. Right? Ask Liam to hit you with a book and see. It bothers me immensely that sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you is no longer taught. Immensely. Kind of like I don't like it when people complain when they get tased instead of shot. 100 years ago, if you were behaving poorly in front of cops, they shot you. 50 years ago, if you were behaving poorly in front of cops, they hit you with a club. Now they tase you or pepper spray you. And we are so soft that we cry about that. Let's go back in time. Let's give them back their clubs and see what happens. Right? Oh my God, the cops sprayed pepper spray on me. You know what cops in New York City do for crowd control? Ride horses into the crowd. Yeah. Oh, my eyes. Or, oh my God, this horseshoe is stepping on my head. Which would you rather? Okay. All right. Okay, Noah, this is your page, brother. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. I've drawn an angle. What angle must that be? A. And what is its value? 25. Look at you, you're kicking ass. Little a must be where? Across. Oh, I can't put that there. Lil b is 20. So I can't put it down here because I don't know how long that is. So the 20 must go there. Now, I use that information to tell me this distance. And this distance is 20 sine 25, which is 20 sine 25, which is 8.45. Agreed? Okay, so this line This line equals 8.45, correct? All right, now, the other side is 14, agreed? All right, so 14 is longer than 8.45, yes? All right, so if I put it right there, does that make a triangle? No, that makes the number 4. Okay, now, if I put it right along this 20, will it go as far as 20? No, so it can't go out there. But if I put it there, would that be allowed? Yeah. Yes, because it is less than 20. But it is longer than 8.5, so it can't go straight down. It would have to lean. Now, it could also lean that way. So that creates one triangle or two triangles. Thank you, Avneet. Do you understand? Excellent. One triangle. Two triangles. No! It's the lightning and the thunder when the count counts on Sesame Street. Sadly, kids also don't watch Sesame Street because it requires too much attention span now. When I was a kid, they could have whole 5-6 minutes of Sesame Street sketches and everyone was okay. But now that's too much to ask of you people because you only have 8-second attention spans, a la a goldfish. Everybody, my opening act, Liam Holloway. He'll be appearing here till the end of June. Liam Holloway, everyone. Tip your waitress. All right. Oh, so the answer here was 2 triangles because A was greater than Q, but A was less than B. Yeah? Yeah. That gets you your 2 marks because I needed a reason. Let's go again. Get some, go again. Which is Henry Rollins' fine first album with his last record company. 89. 14. Q equals 14 sine 89, which is basically 14, because that's almost 90, yeah? Right? A is bigger than that, and it's bigger than this. So can A ever go to the left? No, because it will always stretch further than 14. So it has to go out here. One triangle. Because A is greater than Q and A is greater than B. Does everyone understand why? Excellent. And not lastly, I'm the worst kind of liar. 2 marks there. I love to hear kids so happy to be in school. They're getting an A for hall wandering because that's what you get here. Yeah, of course they're in photography. I love that kind of photography. I am a professional photographer without a camera. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wait. Portrait or landscape shot. Oh, stunning. Jorit. I can't hear you, Jorit. A is 16. B was 14. Okay. A, oh, yes. Well, it still doesn't matter because A is longer than it. A is 110. How will we figure this one out? Well, isn't A, we actually have across from A, don't we? So that is 12, right? Now, 110 makes that the biggest angle, doesn't it? It has to be the biggest angle, yes? Is it across from the biggest side? No, because B is 14. So this is 0 triangles because 12 cannot be opposite 110 degrees. And lastly, this time really lastly, 30, 12, Q equals 12 sine 30, which we know is 0.5. 12 times 0.5 is 6. A is 6. So it is a right angle triangle, one triangle because A equals Q. for 2 marks. 2 marks. So that last page is out of wheat. 8 and 6 is 14, and 13 is 27. Give yourself a mark out of 27. Lovely. Now, I'll get that mark from you. Don't you owe me an old assignment, Mark? 2? Son of a motherless goat. Should we put it all as one assignment? Or is it better? Did you get like 17 and then like 14 and then like 8? Because if you did that, you're better off to leave them separate. All right. No, we're going to leave them separate. I will come around and get that from you today. You will say 3 numbers to me when I walk up to your face. Right? 3 numbers. 1 is out of 14, 1 is out of 16, 1 is out of 27. Riley Van Dam. Well then, I guess you will have to do what? Fortunately, I videoed this whole marking, including all the fun comedy, so you can relive it again and again and again. Right. You are all going to start on the review now. Now, you will notice, don't look, it's got the answers. Okay. If everybody would be so kind, I don't think I want you to do all of this. I do not. So if all of you could turn to whatever page that says Chapter 2 Review, 1 whatever. I want you to do, I'm going to highlight in pink, number 1. Number 3. Now you better do 2. You better do, that's it there. You better do 6. You better do 9. You better do 10. You better do 14. You better do 50, even though 15 is half done. You should try 17, even though most of you won't get it. You should do 21. You should do 23. And then you should do all of 188. And I am going to give you, listen please, all of today, which is 40 minutes, 35 minutes. All of tomorrow, because tomorrow is a short day. Like super short, like half-hour class or some crap. Thank you. When will we mark this? Monday. What is the earliest day you can expect your trig test? Tuesday. Should you expect it Tuesday? Yes. I would. I recorded everything that I wanted you to do because I noticed through my ears that a great many of you were not paying attention when I listed it all off.